Thankfully, when it comes to Xbox, it looks like a lot of things are turning around, especially given the recent kind of announcements and teases and things like that. And it does look exactly like Phil Spencer might be teasing something pretty damn cool. I'm really excited to see what can happen with the future of this, because again, like, Microsoft has been very quiet lately, and they haven't exactly been, their traditional selves. So I'm glad that it looks like the situation with the pandemic has now calmed down, and so expect to see some of the unexpected, and that's exactly something that everybody should be excited about. I think that that's something that honestly people should be celebrating, and it's good to see that everybody is kind of out there just being happy for a change. Everybody's so negative, and so it's nice to see that Microsoft is out there kicking it, so that people can be excited again. Like, what's the point of gaming if you're not going to be excited about things? I think that's crazy to think about that. But I do want to get into this because I feel like this is definitely something that Phil Spencer's already teasing. You guys remember, right? And this isn't a shirt situation, but remember when Phil Spencer used to wear like a shirt and people were like, "Oh, look, he's teasing something." I think that Phil is smart. He knows how to get people excited. He knows how to get people talking, and that's exactly what he's doing right here. And so I thought this was very interesting, to say the least. And it seems like a small thing on the outside, but I think inside it looks pretty damn cool. What's up, everybody? I'm Cramp Gamer. This is Cramp Gamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I appreciate it. Please like the video. I'm looking to get 100 likes on each of the videos that I do. Would be tremendous if you could do that. Again, it's just a simple small goal that I'm trying to get, and it would just mean a lot to me if you could do that. Now, look, according to this, Phil Spencer achieved his second 100% completion on his game of 2023, not even 3 months in. So we all know the head of Xbox, Phil Spencer, is a massive gamer in his spare time, but it's rare that he achieves a full completion when it comes to achievements. Now, before this year, the last time he did was back in 2018. That all changed a few weeks ago when Spencer finished off every single achievement in Vampire Survivors to date, putting in a massive amount of playtime in the process. He's just done it again this past week as well, returning to the excellent Hellblade to wrap up his second full completion of 2023. Now, here comes the tease. He says, "After a recent visit to Ninja Theory reviewing Hellblade 2, I was inspired to go back and 100% Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, by collecting all the lore stones last night. Game holds up very well, looks great, sounds great." So he's so excited by what he played in, the first game or the second game, and what he's seeing, and I look at that as more of a tease than anything, right? Like, I think that, yeah, he's definitely teasing the gamers here, like, not in a bad way. I think, we're going to get information. It's heavily rumored that Hellblade 2 might be one of the games that comes out later this year, which I think would be pretty cool, and be one of the ones that would surprise everybody. I mean, obviously, you're going to have Redfall, you're going to have Forza, you're going to have Starfield, but to get, another big game out, I think would be pretty epic and nice to see from Microsoft. So I do think he's sort of hinting at that, saying, "Hey, I'm so excited by what they showed me. I'm going to go back and play that." Like, what would make you go back and play that? It would have to be, usually if you're going to replay the first game in a series, you're going to replay it when you're going to play the second one pretty soon. So I think that that's what we're kind of at right now with this entire story, which I think is pretty cool, and nice to see Microsoft go out there and kind of make sure that everybody gets pretty excited by the news. I love it when we get some good Xbox news, and this is like some of the best Xbox news that I can think of recently. So it's nice to see. I'm thrilled by this anyway. So Spencer obviously didn't complete every single achievement this year. In fact, he collected all but 2 of them back in 2018 and 2019, but being clearly inspired to finish it off over the past few days. He mentions in his tweet that he also recently visited them as part of his trip to the UK, hopefully maybe nailing down a release date for part 2. It looks incredible what we've seen so far, so I think that would be really cool to see what we could be getting. And Phil is a pretty good guy when it comes to this stuff. One of the things that I do say Microsoft has a bit of an edge in terms of gaming is the fact that they do have a gamer for a head of Xbox, right? Sony on the other hand doesn't. I'm not sure what I'm not sure exactly what Jim Ryan is, but he's definitely not a gamer, and he's definitely not someone who has gamers' interests at heart. I don't believe so anyway. So it is nice to see that things are coming together for Xbox, and just at a really good time. Keep fans excited about the future and all that kind of stuff. And we're seeing this type of thing happen all the time now, where we get, all these amazing announcements and some of this stuff that's coming up, which I think comes as, a perfect time for Microsoft. It seems like every time there is some kind of situation with gamers and gamers being excited about stuff, there's always some kind of negativity surrounding it. So it is nice to see that we do get some positive stuff out there, and I'm sure that there's going to be some surprise stuff out there as well, because Microsoft has been working on games for a while now. They've been kind of killing it, just with a lot of the games and things like that. So I'm happy to see that the future of Xbox is looking brighter than ever, and Phil is out here dropping hints again. I think that's where we're best at. That's where I'm at most comfortable at. So to be honest with you, I think that's Phil when he's making little in jokes and teasing the fans in a good way. I think that's where everybody is kind of looking forward to seeing that Phil Spencer back, where we're not so, not everything is life and death. Not everything is so kind of stodgy or whatever. There's good stuff that can happen. There's good news that can happen. And I think that's that's sort of like the point that we're at right now, in terms of what gamers can expect and things like that. So again, it's cool to see Phil do that. Love seeing a lot of these announcements and things kind of pan out the way that they have. Love seeing all these types of bits and pieces of news, because it's just nice to see people be happy for a change. And you don't see that too often anymore with these days. Everybody's just so negative. And that's unfortunate, because there's so much to be positive about in a roundabout way. So yeah, I'm excited to see where this leads. And I know a lot of you guys are out there excited to see, like, oh well, do you see hyping up another E3 or whatever their case may be. I don't think it's a E3 per se. They're obviously doing their own Bethesda showcase, but I think that's great. I think it's awesome to be able to have their own things to be excited about, to get people just to smile about again. It's like it's ridiculous that so many people focus on all the negative stuff like 24/7. You just honestly, it blows my mind. It's baffling to see some of the negativity just time and time again. So nice to see the positive stuff. And yeah, this is nothing, but it could be something, and it could be something cool. So rather than going, oh well, no, it's definitely nothing, I happen to think that it's something that's cool. He's going back to his old ways of kind of teasing what we're getting, and that's an exciting prospect. So with that being said, I would like to take a minute to say thank you to each and every one of you. If you rock out with me, please hit the like button, share it out, maybe subscribe if you haven't already. Rack 'em up, fact 'em up, Crap Gamer 'em up. Thank you so much for watching. Crap Gamer out.